Out at sea, we are all brothers, we are told. No matter what, we stick together and look out for one another. That day at the pier, I saw Daniel. I didn't know much about him, but I've seen him around a few times. He was also a watch officer. Things were especially hectic before sailing off. We were running behind schedule due to a shortage of crew. That was when a few of my crew members came rushing in to tell me about some robbery that had happened on the boat and that they just saw a motorboat speeding away. These petty crimes happen all the time. I told the crew that I would report the robbery later when I'm done with the urgent matters. A few hours had passed and we had finally docked. A broadcast came in through the radio. It was an incident alert. A group of robbers from a motorboat had carried out a brutal attack on a nearby ship, and we were being told to be on high alert. I knew I didn't have much to worry about, since we were already in port. It was only when I was leaving the boat, I noticed some commotion in the distance. Men were shouting and crowding around someone who looked very badly hurt. I began to connect the dots in my head. The robbery on my ship, the motorboat. What have I done? If only I had reported the robbery promptly and reported the details, the maritime authorities would have been alerted. Daniel could have been warned and raised his defenses.
But none of that happened.
And now Daniel has to live with the consequences of my non-action. I see Daniel all the time at the pier, and it serves to remind me of my responsibility to all those out there. Out at sea, we are all brothers. I let my brother down. Daniel will never sail again. Look out for your fellow seafarers, and always remember the need to report.
You have just watched a dramatization of an armed robbery at sea. It can happen to you. We will now go through all the things that could have prevented this. Details of the incident should be duly recorded for reporting. Incidents should be promptly reported to the relevant authorities. The appropriate warnings or alerts should be issued. You must ensure heightened all-round vigilance. With this, the ReCAAP Information Sharing Center reminds you to promptly report all incidents so that warnings can be issued to alert fellow seafarers. You can make the difference.